Previously.
A new ELEX deposit has been discovered. This is where the mutants are massing to attack the port. Understood?
Yes, sir.
You're dismissed.
Oh, I hope they don't get killed.
Soon! Object is a statement of power.
Object is
symbolic only. Current status. Obsolete symbol.
It's like it's useless. Doesn't matter now. So we want to go and see. Can't really read this. That almost exactly what I thought he says, Exo. I know, right? It's like, oh, it's so close. It's amazing. Okay. I want to go. I talked to the pit guard last time. Talked to the factory guard. He is this way. Because I can just teleport outside and then head toward the entrance and talk to the other people, right? Or, you know, if I'm not too far away, I can always run. But... So now we are to the right. Botanist report. Sample I-56 has died. None of the samples have survived long without light. Sample R23 is growing slowly with the assistance of artificial light. I plan to make minimal adjustments to the spectrum tests, beginning with sample R24. Testing is going too slowly. At this pace, we'll starve before we find a solution. If only Mr. Gideon were here. He had already solved the problem of growing plants in space, but his records are so patchy. I can't replicate his work. Well, now my work takes on more importance. The research is intended for space. Now we need it to survive the post-impact world where the temperatures have plunged and the skies are only darkness. Today, while making the rounds, I noticed something on samples B467, 468, and 469 while making the rounds. The water is contaminated. As I was about to dispose of the samples, I noticed a change in the plants. They are thriving. I will monitor their progress.
What can I help you with?
I want to ask you some questions about the chem trade here.
How do you know about that?
Judicator Reinhold sent me. I'm supposed to have a look at your reports from the time of the crime.
Judicator Reinhold sent you to look into this? Oh well, I suppose he knows what he's doing. Here is my report on the suspects. That's all I know.
Day 62 after the impact. The plants are mutating at an incredible rate. Whatever is contaminating the water is nothing I've seen before. We must discover the nature of this substance. Forbidden Journal. My research. I've discovered that our people conducted experiments with ELEX in the past. There are isolated texts about it. These must be kept confidential. It's also clear that my research must remain secret. My brothers and sisters would not understand my aims. They're blinded by their belief. I can see that ELEX is a very special power. We only use it as an energy source for machines, but I believe people can also be improved by ELEX.
What do you know about the chem dealing here in the Horde?
Well, take a look at this. Reinhold has sent you to investigate, has he?
Before I give you my report about the suspects, I'd like to make you an offer. There's a trader here who is being troublesome. He's a cagey guy, doesn't share his business. He needs re-education. Trust me, the Horde doesn't need traders selling unregulated goods. So I want you to report back that this trader, Siegfried, is the dealer. Say he's guilty. Job done. And I'll know you've done the Horde a favor. It goes without saying I will pay you for helping out.
No, I'm not accusing Siegfried without proof.
Proof? Well, I'm sure you'll find it. But you can save yourself a job and have Siegfried sent for re-education. I hope to hear you've done the right thing and accused him. And I'll make sure you're thanked for that noble choice. Here's the report I've compiled. This is as far as I got with my personal investigation. I think reading that will show you the wisdom of simply reporting Siegfried now. Good luck.
It's just that no one has dared to test the limits of ELEX until now. There are records of cases where ELEX did not lead to the degeneration of the subject. The research shows degeneration depends on strength of will. Mental strength determines what ELEX does to a person. ELEX can give a person power if they're strong enough. I believe I am. My experiments are progressing well. I've discovered a dosage that my body can adapt to. I am proceeding very carefully, but I will not have to hide my work much longer. Soon, I will leave this world behind to take a new course. My mind is working better than ever since I am not distracted by unnecessary, crippling emotion.
What do you know about the chem dealing here in the Horde?
I know I don't have anything to do with it, and I don't want to be connected to it either. Fighting is about purity. Chems are far from pure.
I've already begun letting a few selected people in on my secret. I only test the strongest for their suitability. The pale skin that has resulted from my work can be difficult to hide. There are probably people who have noticed this already. As my strength grows, so does the risk, but there is only one logical course now, and that leads to the completion of my work.
Your mind must be clear, and your soul pure.
Have you heard anything about chem dealing here in the Horde?
Only the Judicator Reinhold and Dietrich are seeking those responsible. I know that they must be successful, and once the impure are led to them, Kalan will see that they are punished. The faithful must grow.
He will
The word
remember
must be
that?
spread.
What the? Hagen never said that. See, that's more suspicious also. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Oswald. Okay.
Fine, and welcome those 15.
So I wonder if this is how the Albs came to be. And this may, I don't know if this is supposed to be that, but this could be the Journal of the Hybrid. If that's the leader of the Albs, maybe he was the first one to develop himself this way and then pass it on to some other people. Surveillance Report 1. Okay, here are our clues. I saw Siegfried in the machine shop from the morning till the afternoon. So the morning and the afternoon he's around, okay? I saw Hagen in the mines in the morning, then lost sight of him. I only saw Oswald preaching during the evening. Okay, so Oswald preaching during the evening. The other guys were seen during the morning and or day. Okay. I was stopped by Reinhold and asked to keep an eye on certain people. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to locate Siegfried on the day in question, which is definitely suspicious. Is this the one we got from Xander, though? I was able to watch Hagen in the morning, but in the afternoon he disappeared. Unable to locate him again, I found and tracked Oswald in the afternoon. So Oswald is afternoon and evening. Hagen is in the morning, and Siegfried, if we believe the other note, was afternoon, morning and afternoon both, yeah. Okay, and then surveillance protocol of subjects, Siegfried, Hagen, Oswald. Siegfried, watch him from the afternoon till the morning. Okay. I was not able to observe anything unusual. Hagen watched him all night. I was not able to observe anything unusual. Oswald was able to observe him in the morning. I was not able to observe anything unusual. P.S. I wish for Kalan's sake everyone would follow protocol. This is the one I think we got from Xander, actually. Pretty sure this is the last one we got. So if this is the one we got from Xander, he wants Siegfried convicted, which is suspicious. So we probably don't trust this note, right? Because he wanted to deal with us. Which means if he claims he observed Oswald in the morning, he probably didn't. And Oswald was only around in the afternoon and or evening. He's the only one with a different schedule than the others. Hagen is morning and afternoon, and this is the opposite, again, of what Xander is saying. And Siegfried was afternoon till the morning, which is nighttime. Again, opposite from everybody else. So these are all opposites, I think. So this is actually the morning and or afternoon. This is actually the morning and or afternoon. This is he was only around in the evening, which means he's the only one Yeah. So I think we go with Oswald. I think we accuse Oswald. I think we definitely don't accuse Siegfried because Xander wanted to do the deal on that. And Hagen is the same schedule as Siegfried. Oswald's the odd man out. So I feel like we maybe should say Oswald is the guy. Alright.
About the chem dealers here in the Hort.
Yes?
I think I know who the chem dealer is.
Well, please tell me who you think is responsible.
I think it was Oswald.
Oswald acts like a pious, Kalan-fearing person, but there is something strange about him. Maybe this explains his behavior. Thank you for your work. I will investigate this further. If he is really the suspect, then he will receive a just punishment, and you shall receive the promised reward when that happens.
Laboratory Director's Report. Day 73 after the impacts, the contamination has been isolated. And added benefit of the filtration process is we have separated samples for testing. Oh, I think it's supposed to be unadded benefit. Anyway, the substance must have come from the comet, but how has it spread so far and so quickly? 75% of personnel have been taken off their standard duties to study the substance. Day 74 after the impact. We're now dealing with the first cases of personnel who have come into contact with contaminated water. We haven't been able to yet unlock the molecular structure of this alien substance.
Yes, the newcomer. Now, there is a face that shows the world as it is. Conflict, friendship, betrayal, and trust. Let me get a look at you. Whatever you have seen, you are free of it now. You've reached us here. An Alb drone. An interesting piece of salvage. It appears to be in need of an overhaul. Or replacement.
I need to talk to you.
Then talk. Tell me what you want.
The clerics say that they are leading the fight against the Albs. But do you really expect you can beat them with the forces you have here in the Hort?
Faith is a weapon that can achieve much. I believe in Kalan. I believe in the technology he's given us, and in the men and women who carry it. We clerics were the first of the factions to rise after the ashes of the comet, and while other alliances have come and gone, we have prevailed. So, we shall continue to do so, if it is Kalan's will that we should do so. But, if you ask me if we can hold out against the Berserkers, the Outlaws, and the Albs, then I would ask whose interest would the destruction of the Hort serve? And the answer can only be the Albs. You've seen them. The converters they build on our lands. The will of Kalan shall be made real. We will drive them from the converter in the north, and from the lands of all the free people. The clerics shall prevail, and I hope that other factions can realize this in time to save themselves.
You really have delusions of grandeur. Find someone to unite the factions.
You need to find someone to unite the factions.
We must work together if we are to survive. But we must work together with Kalan to lead us all. We must find a way to persuade the other factions to agree to work with us. Then together we can destroy the Albs. I need an ambassador for this task. Someone who can take my proposals to the other factions, but to know if you're suitable for this role, I must know who you are, and I need an honest answer.
I don't know who I am now, but I was Jax, an Alb commander.
And you walk in here and confess that? Since when do Albs come to talk? Are you lying? Or are you here to kill me? Draw your weapon here, and this cathedral will be a grave to both of us.
I'm not here to kill you. I was Jax. Now, I'm trying to find out who I am.
Then, you have renounced the hybrid and joined the Free People?
I am free from ELEX. I'm exiled from the Ice Palace. I was betrayed, and now I'm being hunted by my own people.
So you're here seeking protection? To save your own skin? Or have you really escaped the ELEX and seen the life there is outside Xexor? Commander Jax, the Alb, standing here. That is not something I would have believed. Yet, here you stand.
I was a wanderer. Now, I seek a cause.
Well, whoever you were shouldn't matter. The present counts for all, and yesterday for little. Kalan says the past is there to teach us, not judge us. Renounce your past, and you can come to Kalan in wisdom. That will take courage. And in these bleak days, courage is vital if we are to save this world. But you must have questions. Ask, and may Kalan bring you enlightenment.
Are the Albs still attacking the Hort?
It has been some time since their last major assault. But I'm sure you know that already, Commander Jax. The attacks we've suffered took too many brave souls. Souls who would have been better improving Megalan than lining graves. The death of Judicator Johann was a particular shock. But for the price that was paid, there was one exacted, and the Albs haven't attacked us in such strength again. Well, that is my hope. They could simply be massing for a bigger assault. We've had time to retrain, regroup, but it is hardly a secret that we are short of personnel. So, if you are here working for the Albs, you'll see nothing that's not known already. And we know that the Albs have used the time to entrench themselves deeper at that damned converter of theirs. Perhaps securing that was the extent of their plans, or perhaps they're just waiting for us to attack it before they strike again.
What do you know about the Alb forces? The most recent information I have is that Commander Uruk has 3 garrisons supported by fighting machines and colossi.
Then I can only hope they haven't brought up any more reinforcements.
Will you wait for an Alb attack or strike first?
The converter has to be taken out of operation. It is the only way to free Ignadon, and the longer they sit there, the more time they have to prepare. We need to attack the converter, but it will take a major offensive. And that will cost us in lives and material.
Ulbricht's big offensive, huh?
Why have you waited so long to attack? Surely they get stronger while you're waiting.
The answer to that should be obvious when you walk around the Hort. While our production lines have made up for our losses in fighting machines, they can't do the same with people. And the death of Judicator Johann has left us with another issue. The shortage of a commander with real field experience.
What about you? Can you lead the attack?
No. That is far from my skill set. Logistics, defense, and interpreting Kalan's commandments are where my strengths lie. We need someone like you. An experienced commander. Someone who understands the Albs. What about you? You've seen the world. You must understand something of the Albs. Will you fight with us? Soldier or commander, we need people who have seen the world.
I don't know. My memories of those times are only fragments, though I'm sure I was betrayed so someone could take my place.
No? Well, humility is an important trait in a leader. Or do you have another reason for not wanting to be considered?
If that is so important, why entrust it to someone who has just walked in through your doors? Do you always trust people so easily?
I trust my faith, and there is something about you that tells me you have a part to play in all that will come. Faith will show me the way. But perhaps you are intended for a different role. Will you go out as an ambassador to the Free People? Speak to those who lead the other factions. Find me someone with experience. Someone independent. Someone who can lead. That in itself will give you a hand in shaping all our futures.
I will find you your experienced commander.
Good. Then go out to the other free people. This commander will be a symbol of the need for us all to work together. Be they separatist, berserker, or outlaw. Find someone with experience of leading troops in battle. Someone willing to risk themselves to stop the Albs. Someone willing to lead from the front by example.
You sound like you really believe we will find someone out there.
Faith and necessity sometimes breed hope. You should ask the leaders of the other factions if they will take on this role. If they decline, try their commanders. May Kalan and good fortune be with you.
Okay. Day 75 after the impact. Simons has made an unbelievable discovery. Energy. The substance stores energy, and you think it can be easily tapped. That means we could have found a power source. Day 76 after the impact. And the politicians amongst us have already managed to sell it to the people. We have called it ELEX. They have withheld its negative effects. I suppose people need good news these days. My entire team is now working on adapting our technology to work with this new power source. If we are lucky, we will have taken a step towards survival. Maybe the impact has brought us some good news after all. If we can master these properties, rather than going backwards, we can make technological advances. Senior Physician's Report 1. Day 77 after the impact. People affected by the contaminated water have begun to develop a range of conditions. I await reports from the medical teams. Day 78 after the impact. Mutations. White skin, emotionally cold, pain in the extremities. We have isolated all cases and are monitoring their progress. Day 79 after the impact. First fatality, suicide. Have ordered round-the-clock observation on all other cases. Day 80 after the impact. Different mental issues have now been observed in all subjects. Most degenerate slowly. Only one subject remains clear thinking. Day 81 after the impact. Aggression. Uncontrollable strength. Several personnel injured. Had to euthanize all but one of the contaminated patients. Only subject A5 shows different development. Several theories why, but no definitive findings. Ordered autopsy of all the bodies. Day 82 after the impact. Classified ELEX as a highly poisonous substance. Subject A5 agreed to continue testing. Rational thinking not effective. Emotional centers of the brain completely changed. Ordered the use of highest security level while handling ELEX. Autopsies have revealed extensive physical mutations in all affected residents. Treatise on ELEX. My research into the climate of the old world has led me to an interesting conclusion. ELEX has influenced Magellan's temperature. It has changed our climate. The area we know as Xexor was mild, with a climate similar to that of Abessa before the comet's impact. However, Magellan's temperature has decreased considerably in the last few decades. The ice landscape that we know in Xexor today is therefore still very young. The reason for that has to be ELEX. The cooling process is considerably accelerated since the Albs began gathering ELEX and concentrating it in Xexor. What else do we not know about ELEX? War stories. The truth about Eisenfaust. Since our brothers and sisters are always faced by the temptation of rumor, allow me to explain once and for all how Erich Eisenfaust defeated our mechs. It was at the time that the Berserkers began to improve their powers. They moved to plant their so-called world hearts not only in Adan, but beyond their borders and into Ignadon. To counter this incursion, we dispatched units of combat mechs to drive out this incursion. The attack was successful at first, driving out or killing most of their warriors. The mechs then confronted this Erich Eisenfaust, but he did not defeat the mechs with the power of their mana, as the Berserkers claimed. Instead, it was a common failure of their power supplies. Eisenfaust is not to be celebrated as a hero. That is merely propaganda. Do not believe in the power of their magic. It is vastly overstated. Writings on the calendar year. A calendar is essential for order in our world. The previous calendar became useless after the comet crashed into our world. After our community recovered from the catastrophe, we worked to create a new adjusted calendar. Every believer is expected to accept Kalan's wisdom on this matter. Each year will now consist of 11 equal months. Our calendar dates will begin on the day of the comet's impact, now called Year Zero. Is it a main mission? Yeah. A pure field commander? Skilled, experienced, and cannot use ELEX. Just someone senior. Need to be confident, proven leader, and we'll need to find someone who's looking for a challenge. Okay. Okay, so now's the time to go get that shield, I think.
Adjudicator Ulbricht is looking for an experienced field commander to lead his troops against the Albs in Ignadon.
What? Am I supposed to give up Tavar and become some captain for the clerics? Even if this isn't some form of trap, you can't really expect me just to walk into Ignadon. Let the clerics and the elves kill each other. That's where the profit lies.
Profit lies in the free people staying free.
You sound like Nasty. She says things like that when she's drunk. She used to be an idealist. Time in the desert, leading troops, has taught her the truth. You ask her. Nothing is free. No one is free. There is only profit.
Okay. What about you, Iron Madison? Nope, not her. Nope.
Analyzing. Object is a statement of power.
Object is
symbolic only. Current status. Obsolete symbol.
It's like it's useless. Doesn't matter now. Nope.
Scanning location. This is Goliath, the central administrative center for the Berserker faction. Potentially hostile. C.R.O.N.Y was held as a technological captive to be disassembled. Assessing. This building has 45 rooms, 15 apartments. 7 apartments are in a habitable condition. 6 are uninhabitable. These ruins have been fortified into a stronghold by the Berserker faction.
Correct. Okay.
Adjudicator Ulbricht is looking for an experienced field commander to lead his troops against the Albs in Ignadon.
We don't have enough good people ourselves, without supplying them to fight for the clerics. Ulbricht will have to risk his own people.
Okay.
May the pilgrim guide your steps.
Caution. Dangerous energy levels detected. Recommend immediate withdrawal.
Are you talking about the dome there? It's a defense shield, you four.
Understood. Warning discontinued. Continuing on program.
Wonder if the leader of the Dome City...
Carry on.
Okay. I will. Don't you mind me, I will. Hey, beggar.
There you are.
Yep, I came back.
I have good news. Your money is at work. It's been invigorated in the project, and it will pay you back many-fold. Now, I'm not supposed to tattle-piddle, but I hear you have put your money in some new armor prototype or something. I don't know exactly what it is, but I thought I'd better tell you that much, as, well, they've asked me to get another advance payment from you ahead of delivery. I know it's extra, but it will be worth it.
All right, but you better not be ripping me off.
There is no reason to be mistrustful. This is a surefire thing. All right, I'll need a few hours to get business moving along, and I'll get back to you with an update. See you tomorrow.
All right. So I don't know. First of all, I don't know if any of these people will be somebody that I could talk to, and secondly, I don't know which of them, if any.
You there. I've been looking for you. You're the person who realigned the antenna, aren't you?
Did I realign the antenna? Oh, yeah, I did. Yep.
Okay, yes, that was me.
By Kalan. Then why didn't you come to me before? Is it you that we have to thank for regaining contact with the Horde? That is a blessing indeed. And those skills you've demonstrated, well, I have need of them again. So if you can spare some of your time, I have a job for you. Are you willing to help?
Okay.
Yes. Tell me what you need.
Well, that's simple. We need to send someone to the Horde to make a delivery. So I thought immediately of someone with the requisite survival skills. Ergo, you. You see, we are awaiting the arrival of some combat mechs to boost security, but the Horde requires some additional ELEX to get them active. You have already proven your abilities, so would you take this task on? We'll give you the goods, we simply need them delivering.
Why would I question? I'm confused. Sure, I think so.
Give me the ELEX. I'll take it to the Horde.
Oh, you don't need to take it all the way. A supply party has left the Horde. They'll meet you part way. Here, please, take this crate and meet up with our supply party. They will be waiting near a ruined bridge to the northeast. And just so you know, the crate of ELEX has been security sealed. Not that I don't trust you, but we have to take necessary precautions, given the nature of this cargo. We don't want this falling into the hands of our enemies.
One crate of ELEX is enough for a delivery of mechs?
No, of course not, but it's enough to deal with their current ELEX shortage. And we'd like to get them into operation as soon as possible. That's why we're sending some of our resources to the Horde. Yeah, I'm trying to... Just come back later, please.
Gesture, okay. So...
Just one more term. Then I can retire.
So he is not a possibility. Okay. I wonder if they really are like cast-outs, or if it's just that Alois in this.
There's nowhere near enough ELEX out there for that.
Yeah, you guys are just normal clerks, right? Yeah.
There's a challenge, and that challenge must be met.
I'm staying out of it.
I'm gonna sit down and ask, what am I doing?
The dome is a gift from Kalan. Never forget that.
She does technical, right?
Teach me something.
Crafting?
Of course.
Yeah. Okay. Yep, okay,
Serious risk detected. Recommend immediate withdrawal.
To the left, okay. Alright. Stay away from the pipes so we don't freeze to death. Oh, interesting. It goes underneath the road. Okay. This could be a trap, or there could have been something that happened to them. Either of those could be a problem, right? So I figure we will do this. Oh. I see. What about going over that way? There's actually a bridge over there. So I went like the totally wrong way. Great. Alright, let's... Keep going over more, right? Yeah. Yep, okay. Yeah, crossing over with that. So, oh, are those actual Albs? Those are actual Albs, aren't they? Three. I don't know. Whatever. Hopefully they don't see me as I cross over here. Let's do this just in case. I also don't actually know if I can make it all the way across, but hopefully. We got it. Alright, no problem. No problem. Although I will want to take care of those Albs probably at some point. Relatively soon. So a Stone Claw. And looks like a Spine Hound maybe. What is this, though? Okay, nothing super important. Okay. Save here. Now I'm basically just trying to get up, right? I'll use the clerks. Hey guys.
Halt! In the name of Kalan. What brings you here?
There's no reason to be suspicious.
There are thousands of reasons. Because there are thousands of things trying to kill you. Better to be suspicious than dead. But then you must know what that's like out there, or you wouldn't be standing here.
Their heads were disappearing, that's funny.
If it's that bad, then what are you doing out here?
Supply run. We're procuring stores for the Horde. I normally get a bit more backup, though. I'm a logistics specialist, not a combat guy. But with the shortage of men at the moment, I've been pretty much left to take care of myself. And that means I need to be even more suspicious.
Where do you go to get your supplies?
It depends on what we need. I have been to the gates of Goliath, across Tavar, and to the border of Xexor. Across most of Magalan, really. But the world has become so hostile with the factions turning on each other. Getting more dangerous by the day.
If it's so dangerous, why do you still do it?
Because the Horde always needs supplies. Besides, I do like finding interesting places. Magalan never stops with surprises. I remember some ruins in northwest Abessa that I discovered, right next to the cliff. I wasn't able to take a good look around, but maybe you'll find a suitable opportunity someday. I don't really have time for exploring any longer, and I don't want to get killed doing it. My thrill-seeker days are long gone.
Good luck staying alive.
Yeah. Just remember to stay suspicious. It'll keep you alive.
And in the meantime...
Are you the cleric's contact?
Were you sent from the domed city?
Yes.
Then I hope you have brought the ELEX with you. Let me have it, and I will take it to Ignodon straight away.
Here. This crate is all they gave me.
Good. They need this back at the Horde. I'd better get it back as soon as I can.
Can I help you get back to the Horde?
Your offer is appreciated, but I am sure Kalan has other plans for you. I can find my way back alone. I should get moving. The sooner I'm back, the better. Kalan bless you, my friend. May he look upon you with the mercy he has shown me.
Well, if they're gonna go, I probably don't want to be around in case you get attacked. Maybe they'll make it automatically back or something. See if we could sleep another night or whatever. That was a very weird delay in the sound effect there, guys. But, you know, stuff. Okay, let's go talk to...
I've heard that before.
I delivered the ELEX to your supply party.
Good. We need those mechs here as soon as possible. I hope the supply party make it back to the Horde safely. In any case, you can be proud of your service. Your selfless deed speaks well of you.
It was the right thing to do.
Exactly. If only everyone had the same sense of honor you do. And you doing your job means that I can do mine.
Okay. I guess that's where we'll end this part. So, thanks for watching, everybody. This has been my playthrough of ELEX number 49. My name is Xexor. If you enjoyed this video, let me know with a thumbs up. It helps a lot. If you haven't already done so, don't forget to subscribe. Follow me on social media to be kept up to date with the latest on my channel. Reminders about my live streams, which are most weekends. told when I post new videos. I'll let you know about giveaways I'm able to do when I can do those, and so on. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Till then, peace.